Okay, Mike. So now that you had a few days to go ahead and digest the loss against Utah, I mean, what are some of the things that you think are like on the to-do list right now in the bye week?
Thing on the to-do list first and foremost, obviously get healthy and stronger, and the biggest thing for this week is just to get back to our identity as a team and specifically as an offense. Obviously, we were in that game for most part of it, but unfortunately, just critical turnover just changed the game, and that's something that boils down to fundamentals.
Obviously, the last 2 weeks before the Utah game, I mean, there was some progress noticed in the offense, especially in the passing game. Do you feel that maybe that offense got some kind of regression after Saturday?
I mean, you have to give credit to the Utah defense. They obviously did a good job preparing for us, but it's obviously regression due to points, obviously. But we feel we still have the capability when we turn on the film that we do make some pretty critical mistakes, and that the plays are still left out there. And it boils down to what our attitude is when we get out there, and that's going to change in 2 weeks.
What's your thoughts of just the running game and where you guys are at capability-wise in that regard? I know it's hard when you have to throw the ball a lot of earlier downs. You know what I mean? Like sometimes if you can't establish the run, that makes it kind of harder.
Well, yeah, obviously,
the balance you guys want.
Obviously, as an offense, I mean, running the football helps out everything as far as softening up a defense and spreading them out. But we're a team that we're an equal balanced team. We've got great running backs, we've got great receivers, and it's not play calling or situational football. It's really coming down to the little fundamental things of depth and timing, and as a quarterback, I'll make sure to get those things corrected.
You had such high expectations for the season. Do you still feel like, hey, guys are in a good place, the spirit's fine, we can finish this thing strongly and see what happens, at the end as far as where we're at?
Absolutely. I think that's the only way to approach it. I think that we've got 5 games left in our regular season, and anything can happen. I mean, I can't tell you how many seasons I've been a part of where the championship is dependent upon one game based on who loses and who wins, and our mindset is better than ever. We were jumping around, getting excited before team stretch today, and that's just what we do that's just what we do under Coach Graham, is we respond.
I mean, after this loss, did the coaching staff talk about maybe setting new goals for the season?
No, absolutely not. I think December 5th is still a realistic goal. Obviously, Utah's a great team, and they've been doing an unbelievable job. But we can only control ourselves, and we have 5 games left to write the chapter of this season, and it's all going to boil down to our attitude every single day. We put on the practice jersey because days are obviously limited, but we've got great leadership on this team, and I think people know that.
Everybody has their own theory about bye week, going into the bye week with the loss, going bye week with the win. I mean, what are your thoughts about that? I mean, having the bye week now and having time to correct everything, I mean, is that a good thing?
Absolutely. I think a bye week is one of the best weeks of the year because you do get that extra time to prepare. Obviously, we play on Thursday, so our schedule is going to be adjusted. But what we're doing right now is quarterback center exchanges. DBs are doing footwork that you do in the summer, and really making us as a team practice harder, because when we practice hard, we play better.
What's Coach Norvell's message been in the last few days?
I think it's all about action. I think that you can talk as much as you want, but specifically to us as an offense, to me as a quarterback, is that it's really going out and practice and doing everything that you say that you're going to do, leading this football team wise, making sure that you're making 10 other players on the field better every single time you step on the field, whether it's on game day in practice and walkthrough, just being an influencer.
So you guys seem to think it's just a bunch of little things that aren't just very close. It's from you guys really clicking the way that you guys would like to be.
Absolutely. A football game is composed of 22 people on the field, 11 on one team, and it's something as simple as a right guard step that can throw off an entire play. So, little things make big things happen, and that's how football. That's why football is such an amazing sport. It's not tennis, unfortunately, or golf, where one person impacts the entire game, and that's why unity and fundamentals are so crucial to this game.
With all the issues on offense, is there one thing that are you pleased with the progression from week 1 until now when it comes to the offense?
Yeah, I'm pleased with the hearts and the minds of the players on this football team. I mean, obviously a loss, you get back on a team plane, and what are you going to do? we got players on our team that are rallying each other up, telling each other, pick each other's heads up, because this is a sport that we play. This is the best sport in the entire world because it can shape you as a person. And when you're a part of a group of 120 guys that treat you like men and treat you like this, that's something to be pleased about.
Specifically against Utah, what do you think you guys could have done better to get the ball down the field a little bit more and have a couple more of those explosive plays?
I mean, obviously everything starts with the run game, and that's something that as a quarterback you got to be able to control. And explosive plays happen when you run the football. It's plain and simple. It's always been like that since we've been here. So I think that's really what it boiled down to. Just running the football opens up everything else, and we'll get that done next week.
Ellis Jefferson came in on that last possession, had a couple nice catches. What did you make of his play at the end of the game?
Yeah, Ellis has always been an extremely clutch player. Living with him, I know the type of hard work and effort he puts in every week, and he's always ready for an opportunity. He may not be a starter, but he practices like one.
Why do you think he necessarily doesn't get in earlier games? It seems like you two are so effective right at the end.
I think that's not under my control. Obviously, the coaches make decisions that's best for this football team, and I love Ellis to death, and I know how much he loves his football team, and he wouldn't argue that either.
You guys targeted DJ a lot, but it just seems like he hasn't, or he didn't make the impact that we're used to seeing. What do you guys got to do to kind of get him more involved?
DJ's a special player, and he's been doing that for the last 3 years. And I think just doing what he does best, getting him more in open space. But DJ's a competitor. It's not that he's not coming out of this week, doing the same things. He knows he needs to work on. He's going back to work. You would have saw the way he practiced today. It was unbelievable. And you don't got to worry about DJ, fixing those mistakes and being competitive out there.
I apologize for you answer this, but just the red zone issues and punching it in, that's held you guys back a little bit. What are some of the issues there, and what do you guys need to do to improve that?
Red zone offense is something that, in this conference, it's something that you need to do. We have the best field goal kicker in the entire country. That's how we feel. So we know we always have points when we get down there. But as an offense and as a quarterback, it's important to get 6 points. And it really is. It's execution. It's little things. I mean, placement on the football. We got to be able to run the football down there, and it's something that we're continuing to improve. Obviously, we're going into the 8th game of the year, but it'll get corrected.